Okay, shall I follow you?
No.
No.
Take two.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone, we're back. Hello. Are you coming to sit with us?
Okay. So we thought it would be fairly simple to travel from Khao Sok north to Bangkok. We were going to get a train during the day, 12-hour train from Surat Thani to Bangkok. And that would have stunning views up this incredible coastline up the Malay Peninsula. That was somewhat scuppered by two things.
So one, we never actually booked the train.
And number two, it didn't matter if we'd booked the tickets or not, because all trains were cancelled.
There was flooding in southern Thailand at the time, and there were no trains running to Bangkok.
Yeah. It was the most stressful 12 hours, 24 hours.
I have an egg.
So you do. It was probably the most stressful 24 hours that we've experienced so far in travel. So we finally managed to work out how to get to Bangkok. We took a bus early in the morning from Khao Sok to Surat Thani, dropped all of our luggage at the train station at about 10 a.m. And then we had to wait until an overnight train that was leaving at about 8 p.m. Inspired by Singapore, we sought out a mall. We found foods. The kids were entertained by some arcades, the flashing lights and stuff.
Yeah, we never given them any money, but there's no need because everything is flashing, everything is moving. They run around, jumping onto things.
Don't tell them the things can actually work. Once we got the kids to sleep for their naps in the afternoon, things actually went quite well.
Yeah, I managed to sneak in a bit of work, and you got your workout in.
I went to the quietest corner of the mall that I could find. I found a corridor that went to nowhere, and I did my leg workout. I cleared out all the stress from my system. I felt a lot better. Except it wasn't a totally abandoned corridor. At one point, a cleaner came down it and was very confused to find a random Westerner, and three young Thai shoppers also came down the corridor one at a time to look.
So the sleeper train has 3 different types of carriage. There is a really comfy sleeper with a private room. There's a communal sleeper where all the berths are exposed. And then there's the third class, the seating part of the train.
We were on the train for 12 hours.
We did not sleep.
And yeah, you just sit down in a normal train seat.
Yeah, the kids did get some sleep. They were able to sleep, yeah.
The kids, they slept.
The cockroaches, they slept.
We did not sleep. We didn't see any cockroaches on that one.
Oh, what was it, the other one?
Vietnam.
It was Vietnam. So we arrived to Bangkok. It's about 4 a.m. By the time we get to our apartment and check in, it's about 5 a.m. Kids are awake. We are barely.
Yeah.
So we take turns to go entertain them so the other can catch up and sleep a little bit. And we find this great place just a short walk away from us.
It's called The Net. This whole space is just on the top of this sort of outdoor shopping mall, and it is 100% free. Technically, it's 6 and over, but they let Isabel go in and she's a year and a half, and Finley who's 3. And it is this enormous netting. It is such a cool space, and yet it's totally free. So we spent the afternoon there.
I'm okay with heights, but I hate being able to see through to the floor beneath me while
like
suspended up.
Like glass floors and stuff.
Yeah, glass floors, I can't do them. So that was challenging.
You hit it pretty well, actually.
I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm afraid of see-through floors.
Finley didn't even seem to notice that he was 3 stories off the ground.
He just charged in.
He just ran across the netting and was away. Like,
He loved climbing in there.
Isabel had more trouble, but that's because she's a year and a half old. She's pretty good on her feet, but standing on those bouncy nets, she struggled to stand, so she had to crawl, and that meant she was looking down as she crawled along the net, so she could see all the way down.
Technically, she was not supposed to be in there, but they let her in anywhere.
Yeah, we appreciated that because it's ages 6 and up. And
So Finn was not supposed to be in there either.
oh, but that was awesome. That's how we spent our afternoon.
So the next day we finally went to explore Bangkok a little bit and we saw some of the major sites. It was a bit of a shock to the system to have so many people around.
You gonna jump up and down on me again? Yeah. So that's how we ended our time in Bangkok. We had only 2 days there and we spent only 1 day seeing the sights. Tomorrow morning, we set off bright and early for a new location and a new country. So, find out where in the next video.
Let me rescue the microphone. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. Remember to click the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
I think you're about to be turned off.